The City of Ekurhuleni in Gauteng is holding a meeting today where a no-confidence motion will be presented against Council Speaker and EFF Councillor Nthabiseng Tshivhenga. Members of Council are waiting for a legal opinion on whether a no-confidence motion against Mayor Sivuyile Ngodwana can be amended by other parties in Council. For the latest on this, we now cross to SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa. Mbali, thank you so much for your time. Of course, these are two parallel processes that you are monitoring for us. Just talk to us about what the latest is.
Well, certainly. What's happening today is that we are expecting the tabling of two no-confidence motions. One that was sponsored by Action SA, which is the motion of no confidence in the mayor. You'll remember that the last time the council was convened, it was abruptly adjourned in order to seek a legal opinion to determine whether or not other parties could amend a motion that was brought in council by Action SA. However, the agenda was then, and while we came here this morning with the intentions of hearing the tabling of the no-confidence motion in the Speaker, we then later learned that there was a motion that still needed to be debated in the mayor. So there are two motions on the agenda today. However, there have been conversations here inside council about whether or not the items on the agenda can be moved around. Earlier, we had a conversation with the city manager, Dr. Imogen Mashazi, who raised concerns about the adjustment budget not being tabled before council, and what would then happen should the mayor be removed, which would leave the municipality rather without a leader and also without any MMCs, and this could then potentially hinder the city's ability to provide services for the people in Ekurhuleni. And you know that what happens, and you know what happens when services are interrupted, people tend to take to the streets, and this leads to social instability in the area, and that is some of the biggest concerns raised by the city manager at the moment. We are still waiting to hear if the council will continue to debate those motions and table those motions and vote on them, and to see which way the ANC will vote, especially after seeing what looked like a strained relationship during the previous sittings. Today we haven't heard the ANC councillors singing a song that they were singing the last time, where they were saying Mbalenhle Nthabiseng. This time around, it's unclear if they've been able to mend the relationship, and if they've finally been able to find each other and will be singing in one tune and voting together to save the speaker as well as the mayor Sivuyile Ngodwana. For now, it is back to you in studio.
Mbali, before I let you go, now, of course, you mentioned quite key issues there that are important. I mean, as you rightfully say, this is not the first time, of course, these motions have been, brought forward against at least the mayor. Just talk to us about, the mechanisms in terms of what is going on in terms of the mayor. We've, of course, saying that members of council are waiting for a legal opinion on whether no confidence motion should be brought about, against the mayor. Just talk to us about what led to that.
Okay, so council has resumed, and this is why I'm speaking quite softly. What happened the last time is that the motion was presented before council by Action SA. However, the ANC caucus and the DA caucus wanted to amend the Action SA sponsored no confidence motion, and there were no rules that they could rely on to determine whether or not this was possible if the ANC and the DA could amend a motion that had been brought by someone by another party. That was the issue, and that's when the council was then abruptly adjourned. I'm sorry, I'm a bit distracted. I'm distracted a bit. Just going to ask my camera colleague to show you what's happening on the other side. Now, council resumed for literally a minute, and in the time that it resumed, there was a request for a caucus break, a 5-minute caucus break by the EFF caucus, and it seems as though the speaker has requested that no one else should leave while the EFF is going on that caucus break. I think this might be in the interest of time. And as you can see, the ANC caucus there singing songs and dancing. The other side, the opposition bench, is quiet at the moment, but earlier we had the IFP representative singing, also saying that, singing a song that is synonymous with the IFP. But these are the scenes that are playing out in the city of Ekurhuleni right now, as we find out whether or not those two motions will indeed be heard. The legal opinion, on the other hand, has not been brought before this commission, this council rather. It has not been presented at all, and if it is on the agenda, it would seem as though it is possible to then continue with the motion. But we will find out more information when it's time to debate that issue on the agenda.